So I'm reviewing the second episode of season 27 of South Park. This time they're making fun of ICE, illegal immigrants, the head of ICE, the head of Homeland Security of ICE, um, Donald Trump once again, JD Vance, it makes his first appearance, and the podcasters. They're making fun of that Charlie Kirk guy, which I really never knew about or even care about. I know a lot of podcasters. I know a whole bunch of them, but I never even heard of Charlie Kirk in my entire life. I never heard this fucking guy or no nothing. But do I like this episode? It's all right. I mean, it wasn't like funny as shit like South Park used to be. It's just all washed out. All they do is make fun of Trump all the goddamn day now. They've been doing it since fucking 2016 when he first run his first election against Hillary Clinton. I don't understand it. They make fun of everybody. They claim to make fun of everybody, but they never make fun of Biden. They make fun of all the Democrats and Republicans, but they never make fun of fucking Biden. There's a lot of jokes they could have did with him. I'm still talking about to this day about that shit. It's like, I don't get it. They love shitting on Trump all day, saying he's got a small wiener and he has sex with the devil because he's the devil. He dances with the devil. So I get that joke. Ha 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 ha, and all that other bullshit. So the show starts off where I guess everybody hates on Clyde because he has a podcast. He's shitting on liberals and all that bullshit, and everyone's pissed off about it, I guess. And Cartman's getting jealous because he always shits on Jews and all these other liberals and all that stuff. So he decided to start his own podcast, and his mom thinks he's masturbating, and because he's master and he's debating, but the joke is he's masturbating like he touches his dick and stuff. But it turns out he's master at debating. He's debating people, and he's a master of debating them. That's the joke, because he's masturbating. Get it? Got it? Good. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's really funny. Then Principal, I don't know why I keep calling him Principal Mackey. Was he a principal before in one of the seasons? I think he was. Then he went back to being a counselor again. So Mr. Mackey, my mistake. Mr. Mackey, he's a counselor. He's counseling fucking Clyde, because Clyde's had this podcast. He's doing all this vulgar stuff, and everyone's getting tired of it. So he's in the office with Principal Mackey. PC Principal comes in there, and he starts says, "All right, you're fired. Pack your shit. Get the fuck out of here." He was like, "What? Why are you firing me? Best crazy Principal. What happened? Okay?" And he was like, "Well, man, we gotta let you go because shit's expensive. So pack your shit, fuck out. Here's a holy Bible. Get out of here." That's what happened. So he got fired because it happened in real life. I think in real life they actually cut a bunch of expenses in schools or something like that. If I remembered, I think I could be wrong. I could be butchering that shit. So don't get mad. Don't be talking shit in the comments because I don't know everything. Okay, I'm not God. All right, I don't. So Mr. Mackey's is at this place, look for a job and all that. He's talking to a guy that's trying to help him get a job. He looks like Adam Sandler. I don't know why. That's just me, I guess. So he's talking to him, and the man's like, "Hey, how about you apply to ICE, or AKA ICE?" They decided to call it ICE to be funny, I guess. And he was like, at first he said he don't want to do it, Mr. Mackey. He said he don't want to do it, and all of a sudden he changes his mind. He ends up going there and all that shit. He's part of ICE now, and he's with them and all that. He meets Kristi Noem. Yeah, Kristi Noem. I actually do agree about Kristi Noem and her Botox face and all that shit. I actually do agree with that. I before the show even came out, before the episode even came out, I always used to think to myself, did she get like Botox or something like that? Did she put like too much fucking makeup on her face? Like, why does she have so much goddamn makeup on her face? I keep questioning that shit. Like, is she a dude? Is she actually a woman? Like, I don't know. So I can understand why South Park make fun of her, and I feel like she shouldn't say anything. I feel like she should have kept it to herself, because you know how South Park gets when people bitch and moan about stuff, they do it even worse to you. Sometimes you gotta keep it to yourself, especially Trump. Trump shouldn't have said something to either. Trump should have kept it quiet. He should not have said it at all. It's just a cartoon. Cartoons make fun of everybody, especially you know how it is. You know how this South Park is. You gotta like just ignore it. You know what I mean? If a show makes fun of you, don't say anything. All you just make yourself look worse. It puts you deeper in the fucking fire hole. Don't do it. But they did anyways. She ran her fucking mouth about it online. talking shit, saying, "Oh, I don't shoot dogs," blah 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 blah. Yeah. Oh no shit, no fucking shit, lady, man, thing, whatever the hell you are. I don't know what this person is. I don't know. Is a it? Is a they? A them? I don't know what it is. It's not my fault. She had a bunch of fucking plastic surgery on her face, a whole bunch of goddamn makeup. I can see why South Park make fun of her. She does. Even before the episode came out, I used to think that shit. Like, why does she have so much fucking makeup on her face? Why does she look like that, man? That joke I can understand. They should shit on her because of that shit. She did too much to her fucking face. But anyways, yeah, that joke happens every time she's on screen. Her face just droops off, and they gotta re-put it back on her face. You see, like, oh, the job is done. Pointing the gun in the air like a fucking sea captain. She is a captain, but she's like got her fucking foot on a goddamn what do you call it? One of those chests, I guess. And she's pointing a gun in the air and say, mission complete," and all that bullshit. Ha 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 ha! It's just so funny. Yeah. Yeah, there's some things funny like that, and the whole podcast thing, the mass debater. I mean, the mass debater joke is not really funny though. I get it because he's masturbating, like touching himself, or masturbating because he's actually debating stuff. You know, he's a master of debating. I get it. Yeah, it's not funny. I don't get what's so funny about that. Charlie Kirk, like I said, I never even heard of this fucking guy in my life. I never heard of Charlie Kirk in my entire life. He's probably a fucking geek. He's probably a fucking nerd. I watch a lot of podcasts, people like Joe Rogan. Well, not every day. Sometimes. Like, sometimes I watch Joe Rogan. Sometimes. Alex Jones, I know who he is, but I never watched his videos entirely because of what happened with him and then the whole situation. I'm not going to explain the whole thing. I know a lot of podcasters, but Charlie Kirk, I never heard of in my life. I never heard of this guy. The name does sound familiar, but I never really watched his videos or even know what he looks like. So I'm not deep into fucking the internet, social media, what you want to call it. I'm not deep into that shit, so I don't fucking know everybody. I'm not God, like I said again. But yeah, they make fun of him. Was the whole thing of them making fun of podcast people funny? Yeah, it was kind of funny. You know, I didn't mind those jokes in that. I didn't mind it. The Trump jokes, it's stale. It's still not funny. I don't find it funny at all. Still, the small Trump has a small dick. He's having sex with the devil because he is the devil. He dances with the devil. Whatever. I never find that funny either. Him kicking JD Vance because JD Vance is like a little midget. And they're just like Fantasy Island people because he's on Mar-a-Lago because that's supposed to be his fantasy island and all these people. Baby oil jokes. Oh, don't forget the whole part with the whole illegal immigrants part. Yeah. Oh yeah, they capture all of them, but there's more of them in heaven. So they am driving to heaven to capture more illegal immigrants, the dead ones in heaven. Wow, they really went hard with that fucking joke, right? They went really up to the top with that one. Wow, that really made me fucking laugh. They just ran out of jokes. They're like, we can't come up with anything. Let's just make a joke of them chasing after dead Mexicans in fucking in heaven. Let's go chase after them in heaven. Yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, ha 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 ha. That was like the worst joke in the whole episode. Them driving to heaven to grab more illegal immigrants. It makes no sense. How's that even funny? I didn't find none of that shit funny. Oh, Dora the Explorer is a Mexican. Let's get her too. That wasn't funny either. They could have did something a lot better with that joke. Dora the Explorer, wow, gee whiz, that really made me laugh. A lot of that shit wasn't really fucking funny. The only thing I find funny is when the whole, like I said, the podcast Charlie Kirk thing. I find that should be a little bit funny, not too much. There's some things I found funny about that shit, and a lot of things were true about the things that Clyde Donovan said. He did say some things that were true, but I'm not gonna mention it because I don't want to get my channel taken down because you know how sensitive YouTube is. Their fucking stupid ass rules. But yeah, him with things that he says, the things that fucking Cartman's character said in the show. There's a lot of things that they say that I do agree with. Not all of it. There is a lot of things I do agree with that they say in the show. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say the things because I'm gonna get my channel taken down, so I'm not gonna say it. Because, that YouTube sucks ass now, so I can't say a goddamn thing. So when I made that fucking CM Punk video, I took it down. Took my video down because, I'm bullying a person. I'm bullying CM Punk. So I'm telling the truth that guy's a weirdo. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Then, oh yeah, fucking Mr. Mackey shows up to Mar-a-Lago, whatever. Trump wants him to be the head of Homeland Security, and get rid of that Kristi Noem lady. And yeah, she shows up, her face falls off again, and goes around attacking people, and her face jumps on somebody else's face and takes over them, whatever, I guess. And I guess Clyde and Mr. Mackey escape on a plane, and the episode ends with Trump, Kristi Noem, and the rest of the people at Mar-a-Lago dancing and singing. Wow. Great way to end the episode, right? Let's just rush it all and just let's all have sing along like Dr. Seuss's fucking Grinch. Wow, wow. My fucking God. And people still find South Park to be hilarious. South Park has been funny since a long time ago. Like, I don't know how many years, maybe like 10 years ago at least. I don't know. Like, that show is just not funny anymore, man. There's some things funny about this episode, and a lot of things are not funny about this episode. There's some things funny, some things. And they had this fucking, excuse me, they had this running gag with Kristi Noem shooting dogs. Like, I never get what's so funny about that. I mean, at the end, or the credit scenes, I thought it was funny. She like going inside the pet place and start shooting all the dogs and shit. I thought that was funny. She go nonstop shooting guns in there. That was funny, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. The running gag, her like shooting dogs and shit. I just don't understand what's so funny about that. She don't do that in real life, but in the show, she just go around shooting dogs. They just couldn't really think of a joke with Kristi Noem besides. Like I said, I understand the whole Botox, plastic surgery, face thing. I 100% agree with South Park creators. I 100% agree with that shit. Why the fuck she did so much plastic surgery on her face, and why she did so much makeup? I don't get it. She don't need all that shit. It's not needed. Even God don't like that. God's probably like shaking her head at Kristi Noem. Like, why? Why do you do it to your face? These women, man. Women these days do that shit. You could die if you get Botox in your face. I hope you guys realize that. You could die from that shit. Because I remember what happened with that Joan Rivers lady. She did so much plastic surgery and she fucking died. She did so much of that shit. That's what I heard. Because she had so much on her fucking face, it fucking killed her. You know, she was like 80-something years old. That's why I heard the rumor was that she died because she had too much Botox in her fucking face. That's the thing I heard about. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the rumor I heard about. Botox ain't shit. You don't need fucking Botox, man. These women just do too much. They think they're a fucking, I don't know what it is, man. They don't need all that shit, man. They don't. Just be yourself. You don't need to. Who gives a shit if some dickhead thinks you're, fucking a pimple fuck loser? Who gives a shit? Ignore these fucking idiots. Do it. Stop adding too much shit in your face. But yeah. Pros and cons. You know, I didn't do this shit in a long time. I don't know why I stopped pros and cons. Okay. The pros. The Kristi Noem joke. I do 100% agree with that. What South Park did with that shit. It is true. She does too much on her fucking face. The podcast jokes, there's some I thought was funny, and others I didn't think really funny at all. I'm pretty mixed about that. I don't know if I should call that a pro, but I did kind of enjoy it in ways. So yeah. Cons, the Trump jokes. It's not clicking for me. It's just not funny to me. They did it so many times. They did before with Mr. Garrison being Trump. They did this shit before. They could have did these jokes a long time ago, but they didn't do it. They kept continuing with Mr. Garrison being Trump. It's so stupid. Why they didn't do this shit a long time ago? They've been making fun of Trump for over 10 years now. They're making fun of that guy. And they're still doing it to this day. 10 years. They're still doing it. It's still not funny. Yeah, that's the cons. I'm trying to get more. Cons. Kristi Noem shooting dogs. I didn't really find it funny. Well, what's so funny for her going around shooting fucking dogs? I don't get it. It's not like they're goddamn chihuahuas. I mean, that's what a Hispanic person would have is a chihuahua. You know, that's a racial thing. I don't know. I just don't get that. Oh yeah, the masturbator. That's another con. Masturbator. That's another one I didn't really thought was funny. There's a lot of things I didn't really thought was funny. I'm trying to think some more cons. Maybe there's more. I'm trying to think some more fucking bullshit. I think that's all I can think of, man. Like, I didn't really like this episode, man. I give this episode like a fucking 5 or 6 out of 10. I'm going like a 5.5 out of 10. Let's just make it like that. 5.5 out of 10. This is definitely better than that other episode, that Trump episode, him running around naked in the fucking desert and all that. This is definitely better, but the Trump joke still doesn't go with me. I didn't really find this funny. If people think I'm getting butthurt about it, I'm not getting butthurt. I just don't find it funny. I want people can understand that. You just want to troll and they see me get pissed or something. Like, I don't care. Go ahead, talk shit about me. I just don't find the Trump jokes funny. I just don't find it funny. I'm not butthurt about it. I'm not upset. Why do I keep thinking I'm upset about it? I don't fucking care. They do this. They do it shit for like 10 years on different shows, making fun of this fat fuck. So I don't get the big deal of me not liking a Trump joke. It's not funny to me. What do you want me to do? Change my mind because you fucking narcissist? And like I said, there is a lot of things I do agree with Clyde Donovan said in the show about, you know, his opinions on a lot of things. A lot of things I do agree with, but I can't say it on here because you know how YouTube is and their bullshit. You know how it is. I can't say it. I want to lose my goddamn channel, so I gotta be fucking quiet. Bunch of fucking pussies on here. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I forgot another con. The JD Vance being a midget and Trump kicks him. That's another con. I didn't really thought it was funny. Fantasy Island shit's another one I thought was funny either.